YouTube, Xfile 2708, finally back with another video in the new location, in the new movie room. Yeah, it's been a while, guys. 3 weeks, 4 weeks now since my last video, but myself and Lewis finally finished moving across. You can see a bit of a background behind. I do apologise if it's a bit light to the side there. I'm literally sat at the side of my living room, big bay window to the side of me here, and I'm absolutely fucking melting. Yeah, I think we're up to 27 degrees, something like that in here. With it being a flat, there's a balcony, but obviously having the cats, I can't open the balcony door, so I'm sat here with a window slightly open, absolutely melting, feeling like I'm going to be turning into the bloody Toxic Crusader. I tell you, it's a warm one. But I wanted to come back today. Internet installed this morning. Long overdue a video. I've missed watching people's videos, missed interacting with you guys and all of that good stuff. So I will be catching up over the coming weeks. The backdrop may or may not change. I'll see how it suits. Like I say, if that glare becomes a problem, I'll move over to the other side of the room. So this is literally my living room, and it's what we've turned into the horror movie room. We've got a spare room as well. That's just lumped full of boxes at the minute, but that will be the non-horror movie room, as well as, you know, a little side project that I'm working on, courtesy of my good friend James, but more about that over the coming weeks. But for now, guys, I need to come back, myself and Lewis, in between moving multiple trips across in the car with boxes and boxes from the old place, getting stuff unpacked and sorting everything else out. We've had little trips every now and again over to some of the local towns, and of course it'd be rude not to grab some goodies from CX. So primarily what I've got here, guys, is one bag out of 3 bags full, yes sir, and all that, that I've picked up over the last few weeks. So this is just going to be one bag. My internet was installed this morning. It's nowhere near as quick, with it being communal flats. I've had to go with TalkTalk and partial fibre, so I think my broadband is something like 67 meg as opposed to a gig that I was on before. So I'm going to try and keep the videos around the 20-minute mark, and then hopefully they won't take half a fucking day to upload, but we shall see. But yeah, first bag, guys, primarily CX. There's a couple of Amazon purchases that I've put in with them as well, and also a couple that Lewis was going to trade in, but he offered me them at a CX store credit price, so I snapped them up. So I'll start with those, guys, show you those first of all. So first one, which I've got multiple copies of this one, but I hadn't got it 4K. I think this 4K is literally a second or a couple of seconds cut. Everything else is in there from what Lewis said. And I can't remember exactly, I think this was about £8 on a voucher. So I gave Lewis the £8 for it, and yeah, got myself some 4K goodness. So I have already got this, I think, on the three disc, is it Severin or Blue Underground, whichever the 3-disc uncut American version was. But yeah, fancied watching it in its 4K glory. So looking forward to checking that one out. Like I say, all of these have been in bags for the last few weeks. I haven't watched any of them, so I thought, right, let's crack on with a video for you guys, and then I can add some new stuff onto the shelves and start getting some stuff watched. So if you haven't seen, I have posted a couple of posts on my community page saying, you know, I've still been watching films. Obviously, as you guys, if you've moved recently or in the past, you'll know how much of a ball ache moving is and how physically and mentally draining it is. So in between moving things across, I've made myself sit for a couple of hours, rest up, and watch a movie. So if you haven't already, guys, check out my Letterboxd, and you'll be able to see all of the stuff that I've watched over the last few weeks, along with pretty much reviews for all of those as well. So check out that link in the description. But yeah, that's the first one, guys. Cannibal Holocaust 4K from 88 Films. Next one, I'd already got this one on Blu-ray, but I hadn't got the Arrow Blu-ray. But the non-Arrow release I managed to trade in at CX for £4, I think it was. And this was the other one that Lewis was looking to move on, and it's the Arrow Steelbook of Carrie. Absolute gem of a movie. One I am overdue a rewatch. Like I say, I had the non-Arrow release, but I thought, right, I fancy the Arrow release and obviously all the extras that you get with it compared to the regular non-Arrow Blu-ray that I'd got in the collection previously. So that was that one. I can't remember again, £6-8 tops for the Blu-ray Steelbook, and it's pristine condition. I have got the J card for it as well, which Lewis passed across separately. So there we go, Blu-ray Carrie. Right, these next couple were Amazon purchases. Every now and again, Amazon do these different deals and things like that. Several Arrow titles had gone into the sales. I think both of these, if I remember, were about $5.99 each. So, first one, sorry for the glare, guys. I know how Tim feels now doing it from his flat. He's always getting glare. And I've got the cats in here as well. But I've taken heed from Tim's videos and left the litter tray in the kitchen. So they're not going to come scratching in here having a shit any time. So, or I hope not anyway. So, but yeah, there we go. Why don't you just die? Sorry, digressed. But yeah, $5.99 on that one. So have seen it once before, really enjoyed it. So that's that one. Oh my God, I am sweltering. Jesus. Next one. Pretty messed up one. This one, again, one I've seen before. Yeah, not everybody's cup of tea, this one. But you know me, guys, I love my weird and messed up movies, and this is definitely in that category. We Are the Flesh. Again, that was in the Amazon sale, $5.99. So there we go. That's that one. Right, quick slurp ski. Disappointed the ladies for the last, well, not all the ladies, but disappointed the watchers of my videos for the last few weeks with no slurp ski action. So there we go, ladies. We're back in business with some slurpy slurp. My God. I'm sweating like a fat kid in a candy shop. Jesus. I may have to change the location for the next video if it's this bloody war. Right, CX pickups. Tartan Asia Extreme. I've already got the box set for this one, but I hadn't got the individual Tartan Asia Extreme release. So saw that one in a local CX. Probably one of my favourite heat's getting to me. Probably one of my favourite Tartan Asia Extremes that I've watched to date. The Ring. In fact, Ring 2, isn't it? Yeah, Ring 2. Fucking hell. There we go. That's that one. And Tartan Asia Extreme that I hadn't seen before, but I needed towards the full collection. And this one's called Chaos. So, sure, Tim's probably seen it. I know he'll definitely have it in his collection, as he's got a full Tartan Asia Extreme collection, but pleased to add that one towards the full set. And it says, a gripping thriller of effortless cool. So after the success of Ring 2 and Dark Water, master horror director Hideo Nakata returns to the screen with a brilliant and mesmerising psychological thriller. So that will go on the list to watch very shortly. And then I think the last Tartan Asia Extreme that I've managed to pick up, over the last few weeks, and it is 3 Extremes 2. So that's that one, from the nightmares of 3 more Masters of Horror. So that's that one. So it says, from the hugely talented director of A Tale of Two Sisters comes Memories. Then there's another one on there called The Wheel, and finally one called Going Home. So there we go, 3 Extremes 2. Again, one I haven't seen before, so looking forward to checking out shortly. So now that I have got internet back, I will be looking at doing the recent watches. Not catching up what I've watched over the last few weeks, because as you can imagine, not having internet access here, I've watched a shit ton of movies, TV series. All of my physical media has come in handy, a real treat. But I'm not going to be doing recent watches, otherwise, you know, that'll be a fucking 10-hour video with everything that I've watched over the last few weeks. So I'll leave the 10-hour videos to my good friend Sammy. So, but there we go, 3 Extremes 2. And next one, super pleased with this one, Caught Me Slipping. Lewis was having a look up and down the shelves in this CX, and he spotted it, and it wasn't one that was behind the counter, which I'd have thought, with it being in a limited edition box, they'd have had it behind the counter, so that's probably why I didn't even pick up on it. But 4K, so I managed to trade in my Blu-ray, 4K Hills Have Eyes. Look at that, and it's complete with the book, the poster, and the Blu-ray. So that's that one. Absolutely pristine condition as well, and for the 4K, £18. So I was well impressed with that. So quick look-a-rooney at what was inside. So got the poster. Just see if I can get it out and show you. Oh, matron, we have, there we go, original, and there we go, recommissioned artwork. So that's that one. Obviously, get the Blu-ray Amaray, and then booklets with all the information about the film and pictures. So that was that one. Like I said, I did have the regular Arrow edition, which I think I traded in for about, what was it, £5 or £6 I think I got trading, which brought this one down even better. So there we go, Hills Have Eyes, limited edition. Next one. Now this was a double Brucey bonus for me. One that Nige had shown on his, I think, recent watches a few weeks ago. So I'd put it on my CEX list to grab, as I'd noticed it was in a local CEX. And lo and behold, myself and Lewis found it on the shelf, and it was an Anchor Bay release. So there you go, double tickage. And it is the Anchor Bay release of The Beast Must Die. And it's one that Nige spoke quite highly of, so it put it on my radar. And like I say, Brucey bonus there, that it's an Anchor Bay release. So that one will be going into the Anchor Bay Collezione. And it's an Amicus movie as well. So it's got Peter Cushing in. So there he is there on the back. Oh, again, apologies for the glare. But yeah, nice addition to the Anchor Bay, and that's going to go on the shortlist pile to watch coming up. Right, another quick slurp. Oh. Right, next one. Saw this one. Wasn't too bad a price. It was a 101 film, so those of you that follow the channel regularly will know that, you know, I pick up quite a bit of 101 stuff, whether it's on the red label, black label, or the limited edition release black labels, etc. Didn't know anything about this one, but it reviewed well on IMDb, and I thought, right, let's grab it. And it's from my birth year, 1973, and it's a movie called apparently. But yeah, what a cool cover. Red box, as you can see. Red label 101. Yeah, and it's a film about a snake. Sells a mysterious creature in a... I nearly said a cake. Sells a... There you go, I'm back fucking up as ever. Sells a mysterious creature in a crate to a carnival owner. It is discovered that the creature is actually part man, part snake, the result of one of Stoner's bizarre experiments. It looks pretty cool from the back of the box, and like I say, it reviewed well on IMDb. So for £6, and it's the double disc release, and it's got a poster in as well. So there you go, winner. So nice addition to the 101 collection, and again, that's going on the shortlist, as is a lot of this stuff, because like I say, it's been sat in bags for weeks waiting to be shown without me watching them. So there we go. That's... Next up was one that I needed towards my section 1, section 2 video nasties full set, and it is Tobe Hooper's The Funhouse. So there we go. So probably surprised quite a few people that I hadn't already got this one in my nasties collection, but yeah, one that I hadn't got to date. So I think I'd seen it maybe a few months ago in one of the local CXs, but sod's law I got there and it was a cover reprinted. So you know me guys, I won't entertain cover reprinted, as don't most of you. But yeah, £10 for the Arrow release of Funhouse. So there we go, that's that one. So that's another one ticked off the list. So I must be pushing 35, 40 towards the full section 1 and section 2 set. So not coming along too badly, and £10 for that one. So decent price. Next up, one of the most controversial films. If you do a search, go on Google or IMDb lists at the most sickest, messed up, disgusting films ever made, this one's in that list. And you'll see by the positioning of the stickers from CX, I left them on because it made me laugh. It really did. The BFI release of Salo. So yeah, this one is always talked about. Apparently it is absolutely gross. Never seen it before, but you know me, as I say, I love weird, fucked up, messed up films. So yeah, I needed to experience this one. So BFI release Salo, or The 120 Days of Sodom. But yeah, look where they've positioned all the stickers. Did make me laugh. I had to chuckle as I took it up to the counter. But yeah, supposed to be all kinds of messed up, this one. Directed by Pier Paolo Pasolini. So I guess a few of you will have probably seen this one before. If not, you've certainly heard of its reputation. So looking forward, and it's going to make an interesting talk on my recent watches when I have watched it. So there we go, Salo. And then to finish, an absolute bargain. Now I think CX mispriced this because they haven't got the limited edition release on their system. So I think that they've priced this based on the regular Blu-ray release as opposed to the limited edition box set. When I brought this, I looked on eBay, and the sold listings were all between £50 and £70 for this, and I got it for 15. I think it was either 15 or 18. I've got a feeling it was 15. But yeah, Night of the Demon on indicator, and it's the nice limited edition with poster, book, and there's art cards in there as well. Obviously you've got your limited edition number down there. But yeah, really pleased to get this one. And like I say, I certainly wouldn't have brought it if it was 50, 60, 70 pounds. But so I think they've mispriced it completely. So yeah, I got it for an absolute steal. And I love the poster. I might see if I can get this framed up for in here. So there we go, that's that one. And double-sided, really nice, decent material, this one as well. Nice thick paper. So Curse of the Demon, and then Night of the Demon. So that's that one. And like I say, you get a decent chunky booklet. Bit of light reading while sat on the toilet. There we go. And again, decent imagery and information about the film. And there you go, all sorts in there. And I think, like I say, it got art cards in as well. Well, no, it's not got art cards, so I thought it did. But yeah, 2-disc indicator edition. Look at that. It's supposed to be an absolutely brilliant creature feature. Not one that I've seen before. So again, that's going on the short list to watch coming up shortly. So let me just put these in. But yeah, has anyone else brought this and managed to get it for as good a price? Especially, I mean, check out your local CEX, guys, just in case. Maybe it was my local one slipping, but you never know. You might be striking it lucky yourselves if you can come across it. There we go. Curse of the Demon, stroke Night of the Demon. So there we go, guys. That's bag one. Like I say, just over 20 minutes. So I am going to try and keep them to that sort of length coming up. Unless anything miraculous happens with my broadband. I've no idea how long this one's going to take to upload. We're just after 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, so I'm hoping it's going to take less than an hour, but we shall see. Anyway, great to be back, guys. If you've seen any of these movies or it's piqued an interest, please let me know in the comments. Fantastic to be back doing the videos. Myself and Lewis, we're going to be unpacking here for weeks or months to come, but once we've got the movie room exactly how we want it, or the horror movie room anyway, then I might even do a little tour, show you around all the different sections, show you some of the movie posters and stuff that we've put up, and the different shelving units with all the different subsets. We do like a good subset. But yeah, I'll see once we've got that sorted, if we can put a video up showing around that as well. So there we go, guys. That's my first video back in a few weeks. So as always, please remember to like, comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. We're on Friday now. I've got 2 more bags down there to show. So probably Sunday, Monday, I'll be back with another video. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.